that was all about. Yeah. We're back. Yeah. Now, what you were saying, Big Dog, before the internet
Uh,
did what the internet does?
yeah, I was just saying that like I said, the Knicks. And I watched a lot of basketball. I mean, listening to sports this
Yeah.
morning,
Yeah.
and they just talked about the Pacers and they pace, and how the Knicks, can they sustain and match that pace and go through all that. And I'm looking at it like, you know, this is why I'm not a big fan of Tom Thibodeau,
Yeah.
because I feel like he don't develop his bench, and he makes his players play an extreme amount of minutes and still demands them to play at a high level. And I just don't think that that's fair, especially as you get deeper into the playoffs.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the Knicks did have a lead. The Knicks did have control of that game. So if the Knicks can get back to what they were doing to do that and control it, I can see them winning game two. If you think about it, Brunson was in foul trouble, so he didn't play that many minutes. So he should be a little bit more fresher
Yeah.
than everybody else, just due to the fact he'd have to play as many minutes.
Yeah.
But I think the Knicks win game two. I believe they bounce back. I believe it's going to be a good game. Not like a full blowout, but one of those games where the Knicks control it, usually from start to finish,
Yeah.
and they head back to Indiana 1-1.
I think the Knicks win game two. I think sometimes it's tough to play your bench because really they don't have a bench. They got
But no, but it's tough to play a bench that you never like
I,
believe in to
yeah.
develop. Like,
No, yeah, for sure. In the regular season, I give you that. But right now, this ain't development. We gotta have. We got. We got our rotation. It's crunch time. We probably got seven guys that are gonna play majority of the time, and that's just what it is. And sometimes it be like that when it gets to the playoffs. You know what I mean? Whereas it's similar to the Wolves, right? They don't play that many players. They got about three people that they play. They got
yeah,
Nas, they got
but I mean,
Divincenzo, and they
but
got
they're like 8 deep, and I'm looking at, and them being 8 deep, they're still playing about 35 to 37 minutes
right.
versus the Knicks, they 38,
Hey man,
41
you
minutes.
better get your ass, man. This is playoffs. Ain't no excuses. You gotta play through that. Y'all
Okay.
young. We played 45. We played for 4 5 hours at the rec. Back
Yeah,
back in
but we playing 4 5 hours, and the intensity, what's on the line is like it's a different thing.
No,
Is
I
and
know
I,
it's
I don't
different,
get.
but I'm
I'm not
just saying.
making no excuses.
Yeah.
I'm just saying when the other team is playing 9, 10 guys,
But
and
you know
you
they
playing,
have it's here's the thing. I know what you're about to say. If they're playing more players, they're gonna have more opportunity to have more energy when the clutch time matters. I guarantee that. I understand that. But what I'm
Mhm.
saying is you up by 15 with what you
Oh, you
doing,
got to close the deal.
just
You
gotta
got to
close
close
the
the
deal.
deal.
You know what I'm
You got to
saying?
close the deal.
It,
And
what
I'm saying this not that's not the fatigue is not the reason why
right,
I'm saying why they lost. I'm just looking at it like, when you had brought up the regular season, during the regular season is when you're supposed to cultivate a
right.
bench. So by the time you get to the playoffs, you feel me? You know if it hit the fan, oh, I got guys that like you because you we've watched playoff series where a guy ain't really playing.
Right.
For example, Denver, Julian Strother wasn't really playing,
Nope.
but he did get minutes throughout the year.
Yeah.
Coach threw him in, he kind of shined. It didn't really
Right.
work out in game seven, but he kind of shined. But if you never even do go through that during the regular season, the Knicks have five combination of players that all equal the most combinations played together.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
That's great in a regular season, Bake. Like,
Real
and
talk.
so I'm just saying, because of that grind that you putting your players through, then they come to the postseason, and like
Yeah.
you're gonna kill your team off.
Some can gotta give, but hopefully, it could go either way. You can know that you're getting your team conditioning ready for these kind of moments, right?
Yeah,
It could be a coaching style, right? Where it's like, look, I want y'all to be prepared for the crunch time. So we gotta play heavy minutes right now, and we
yeah.
gotta learn how to dig deep. You know what I mean? Because that's just how it is.
Nature of the beast.
Yeah,
Nature
it's
of
the
the beast.
nature of the beast. But I really do think that the Knicks win game two. I think I like Indiana, but I don't think it's just something about Indy, man. Like they just find a way to win them sneaky games. I do think that the Knicks can beat this, win this series and win it very handily. I saw that in game one. And I think with Jalen Brunson, man, even though he was in foul trouble, man, the man he don't get a lot of love, but I promise you, next year he's gonna be in the MVP candidate race. What he's doing,
Yeah,
his
he should
clutch
have been this year.
ability, 42 points last night in the L is tough. You get what I'm saying? But they're gonna be all right. I think the Knicks issue is gonna be, can Cat be what he needs to be, man? If he does what he needs to do, they can
They're
win
gonna be
this
fine.
series.
Yeah,
Because
I don't
I think
disagree
they'll
with
be
you either,
fine.
mate. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine, and it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Shout out to the Indiana Pacers, man, and Tyler Hamborough. He is a dog.
Tyrese,
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 my bad.
yeah,
You know I'm bad with names.
Tyrese Halliburton. What
Halliburton,
you
Mr.
said?
Halliburton.
Hansborough. Hey, you
My
said
bad.
Tyler Han. You called that man Tyler Hansborough
My
from North
bad.
Carolina. This is
My,
crazy. My man, Bate. We're gonna try to
my
edit that.
bad. My
We can't keep doing
bad.
this, man. What is wrong with this man and names? Chat, I'm glad y'all have seen this. We've been podcasting for 4 years now. And for 4 years, Bake has been destroying
I'm
people
so
names.
bad with names,
Mike
man.
Tomlinson. It's been so many names that my man Bake
Oh
has
man, dude.
destroyed.
Oh, we
Crazy.
black folks laughing my butt off. Names don't come with it. Don't, man. Them Halliburton, Halliburton, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
But shout out
yeah,
to the Indiana Pacers, man, because they don't get a lot of credit. They kind of fly under the radar
yeah.
and they get overlooked, but they have been playing some really, really great basketball. And what's his name?
Rick Carlisle.
Carl
Rick Carlisle. I got you. This
Carlisle.
is what I'm here for. Yeah, you know me.
We got my boy Carlisle. He's actually got them boys playing really great
I mean,
basketball,
he's a
man.
championship coach.
And
People forget the man won when he was a player in Boston, and the man took Dallas on, to me, arguably the greatest run
yeah,
in basketball history. The way who that Dallas team beat.
they beat OKC. They beat the Lakers.
So they beat Portland. They beat Portland. That was Brandon Roy and
Yeah.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
And
Then
they
the
beat
Lakers, Kobe and
and
Powell.
then they beat
Then
OKC. And then they
OKC
beat
with the
Bron.
Young Guns, and then the Heat.
Yeah,
That's arguably
that was crazy.
the greatest run
Yeah.
of NBA history.
But shout out to him for getting them boys playing, getting them boys right, man. And I like to see it. But here's the thing: I don't want to see Indiana in championship. I really don't. I don't think that's going. If it's Indiana and OKC, I don't.
That's not going. There's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
There's
It's
nothing
got
there.
at least the Knicks and OKC can work because it's the Knicks. They ain't never been in
The
the
big
Knicks.
market,
The Knicks
because
got
it's the
like
market.
the Laker market type thing.
Yeah.
They're a big market, so
And
it's
then
good for
Minnesota
the city.
Knicks.
Minnesota Knicks
you
can
got.
work because you got the team, but you know Minnesota got prayers to get answered because right now they got an SGA problem, and SGA can get whatever he goddamn want. It's just one of those things when you know a bully coming to school and you know he about to come and take your lunch and ain't nothing you can do about it. It's like, man,
Here.
here,
No.
yeah, give me that, yeah. But
Okay.
anyway, man, on to some drama. We got some
Yeah.
drama. Caitlin Clark,
Yeah.
Angel Reese again, and then not
Yeah.
only with that, we got Ryan Clark and RG3. So
Yeah.
if you missed the game, there was a flagrant foul that happened,
Mhm.
and then Angel Reese didn't take light to that. She was mad
Yeah.
at Caitlin. She
Mhm.
wanted to check her for that because she felt like it was a
Yeah.
little dirty, and then
I wouldn't say dirty, just extra.
a little extra, or
Little
whatever, a little extra. You know, sometimes you like extra sauce, but today she didn't like no extra hot
She
sauce
like it.
on
Didn't
the
like it at
chicken.
all.
She didn't like that,
Mhm.
and that led to a whole big debate and an argument between two of our people that do what we do, Ryan Clark and RG3. Let them know
Yeah.
what happened, man, because I've been under a rock,
Yeah, so I mean, when I'm gonna kind of try to break this up as quickly as possible to provide context of why everything has become so what it is. So when you get the foul on Caitlin Clark to Angel Reese,
Right.
you already got so much unnecessary tension that has been curated
That's been going on
by
since
media.
college. Yeah.
Yeah, that has been media. And the crazy part is like I believe that those two women are great competitors and have a lot of respect for one another. But people want to keep painting this picture that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, despises Caitlin Clark, is so much jealous of Caitlin Clark, all these things. And it's like, how do y'all know these things?
Yeah.
Who have y'all talked to get factual information that I said, I look at Angel Reese, she has created a whole lane for herself. she's doing well for herself. There's no reason for her to be jealous
Right.
because jealousy usually comes from you having something that I don't have.
Right.
And what does Caitlin Clark really have that Angel don't have?
I don't know. Maybe a
She
big bag. I don't know.
the bag can be bigger, but okay, it's because she signed a more lucrative shoe deal. But Angel Reese got a shoe deal. The money ain't the same, but I still got a shoe deal.
Yeah.
She got drafted in the first round in NBA. Angel Reese got drafted in the first round in NBA.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Uh, all these things are very comparable
Right.
into why I believe you can't sit there and say somebody hates or somebody is jealous of another individual when their stardom is legitimately the same in their own right. Like Caitlin Clark is obviously a megastar,
Right.
but Angel Reese has her own lane and own following and own love and all that
Yeah.
too. So there's no real reason for her to hate and be jealous. So when all that happens, you already know how the narrative is going to play out between the whole white black
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
We're
You
going to
already
call
know.
that what it is.
Yep.
So for RG3 as a black man to come out and say, I can see, and to sum it up, basically, I can see the hate in Angel Reese's eyes or the hate that Angel Reese has for Caitlin Clark.
Mm.
Then to say it ain't just no basketball hate either. Like this is real hate. So when you say these kind of words, hate, jealousy, that means like you know for a fact that this is what it is.
Yeah.
Because you said you could see it in her eyes.
You
And
paint a
it's like
picture.
when do eyes start telling you things in the sport of basketball? She got hit and didn't like it. She got up and said something. How many games in the playoffs have we watched? People get pushed, whether it was super extra or not, and they get up and say something to that person.
A lot of times. You see it all the time.
It's sports, but because it's Angel Reese and because it's women's basketball, oh, we gonna draw so much attention to the situation. You feel me? And for RG3 to say what he had said, I felt some kind of way.
Yeah.
You feel me? And if I had the platform, I don't know if I'd have said what Ryan Clark had said, but I'd have felt some kind of way. So when we fast forward to Ryan Clark basically says it's like it's very interesting to hear from a black man that has had previous relationships with two white women. So how can you really fully understand the plight of a black woman
Mm.
if that ain't even in your lane right now?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And Ryan Clark was alluding to the fact that you gonna seem like the dude that's gonna side with the white woman because you'll walk around calling yourself the milkman
Yeah.
and everything you do is a milkman. And you like he didn't say like he throws his wife out there to towards like that because he also said he's met his wife and his wife is a wonderful person. And Ryan Clark said he believed that RG3 should magnify his wife more than being to me just an objective figure of being just a white woman. When you walk around calling yourself the milkman, like that to me that don't even correlate. So then RG3 fires back like, oh, you're spineless and loyal. I mean, you're spineless and distasteful because you want to bring in the wife and the kids. And I mean, you want to bring in my wife into the situation. But Ryan Clark was just trying to allude to the fact like you are not trying to see it from a full lens.
Yeah.
And being a black man, commenting on a black woman about hate towards a white woman, the optics are terrible because you don't know.
Yeah.
And because just because of a foul and she reacts, you are assuming that she hates this woman.
Yeah.
Why? You feel me? And so that's kind of where all a lot of that
I
lies.
mean, I think for me, it's as a black man, it's hard to paint the narrative. It's tough when you paint the narrative on your own culture about
Mm.
if you don't have facts to prove that this woman hates this woman. If you just putting allegations out there, I can tell she hate her by the way she look at her.
That's a
Like
narrative.
that's a narrative. And so my thing is, you just got to be careful. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with somebody having to take to feel like, hey, I think she took a little bit too far or whatever. I don't think but maybe it has something to do with this whole thing that brewed from college, and though they're competitors, you know, they have never said they hate each other. It's just a competitive nature. Like, yo, I'm a dog, you a dog. I want to be better than you when we on the floor. I like
Mm-hmm.
we ain't friends when we on the floor. That's all you saw. You know what I mean? When it start getting to people start painting a narrative on sisters, and then it creates this thing where now we got us fighting, right? I don't know if RG3 parents are both black or not. I don't know, but if he do have a black mother, he got to be more conscientious of what he's doing and how he's depicting our culture, especially for our sisters, because you know how hard it is where our sisters are already, labeled as uh,
Angry black women.
angry black women can't control themselves. That's why X, Y, and Z, and you got to be careful, man. Like we can't be the one dogging each other out. You know what I'm saying? We just can't. Like even if you feel that way, even if you think it is, until you got evidence to say, look, she said she obviously we know she hate her because she said it multiple times. So it goes
It
deeper
comes from
than that.
somewhere. Yeah.
That's different than just say I could tell she hate her. Like, look, man, look, man. You can tell somebody mad at something, but you can't tell somebody that they hate somebody if they never said it. God dang it.
And then they like to double down on it, like, oh, I know hate when I see it. Like,
Yeah, yeah, nah, you can't do that.
that's
That that
crazy.
that that's not cool when you saying a narrative, because if a white person, let's keep it a stack, if a white person said what you said, it would have been all hell break loose because they know they ain't saying that. So as a brother, you should know, like you just got to be conscientious of what you're
And
doing.
here's the thing, babe. There are white men out there that are saying this, and that's a piece of the problem because there have been white men that are saying this. The whole part about the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, it started becoming more racially insensitive at the game to
Yeah,
where the WNBA had to put a statement out about that. And then you got white men basically saying, look, Angel Reese is so jealous of Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese is so mad that Caitlin Clark is this. And then I
like
sit back
white
and say,
white white analysts.
white men that have platforms are
Oh,
saying these things.
yeah. See,
And and so what happens is y'all keep saying Angel Reese is so jealous, but if we recall, who got a chip and who took a chip from who?
yeah,
When they played the game against each other, when the chips was on the line and teams were even, who took a chip from who?
yeah. Because Iowa never won the chip.
Never got a chip. Caitlin Clark leaves college without a chip.
Yeah, she lost
Angel
to
leaves college
LSU
with.
and she lost to South Carolina.
So what is there to legitimately be jealous of and envious of and have hate of when in theory you got the upper hand? Yeah, she may have the popularity, but on the basketball court,
Yeah,
who really got the upper hand? Can Kayla Clark be a better basketball player? Sure. That because they play two different positions, they're asked to do two different, totally different things.
yeah,
Not the same caliber player. But in a head-to-head team sport, when the money was on the line,
right.
LSU beat Iowa. When those are the two figureheads. So there are white men out there saying this. And then for a black man to come out and say it, to damn near confirm it or to say, yeah,
To
now
side
all
with
you
it
doing,
looks bad.
then all you doing is a lot of white men to say, well, he's saying it too.
Right.
So why it looks bad on us?
Yeah, it looks awful. It's not a good. It's not a look good as a look as a culture. Like you can just say, hey man, I felt she took it a little bit too far, and she could have, left it at that. But when you start seeing these narratives and you start fueling the fire of these narratives that white, analysts or white culture is portraying, it's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. Like I don't care if you think she hate her. If she ain't said it, don't say it. Like I only speak on evidence for the most part. I may get us. I think it look like she got some issues. I don't say hate. I say it look like it's some stuff there. Like even with the Stephen A. and LeBron thing, I was like, it looked like there's some stuff, some brewing stuff in there. I ain't gonna say the men hate each other. That like the hate is a strong word when you tell somebody that they hate each other. And at the end of the day, man, they getting money, man. They getting money and they competitors and they competing, god dang it, and leave it at that. and let it rock. It's just sad because now you got people putting pictures out there and saying, didn't you wife up or didn't?" It's a lot of nonsense that
Yeah,
it don't need to even be like that because now you got
it
people
don't.
bringing their daughters in there and they showing pictures of it. Like we don't need to do all that, man. We don't need to do all that. At the end
Yeah,
of the day, it was a little bit extraterrestrial foul that was a little bit much, and that's it, man. It's basketball.
yeah.
Let it go. It is what it is, man. Let it go. It's good to see that there is some excitement in women basketball at the end of the
And
day.
there's a lot of positive things going on. Didn't nobody talk about Kelsey Plum dropping 37 in her debut with the Sparks?
Yeah.
Like that needs to be things that we talk about. You
But
feel
you know
me?
they don't talk about
We need
that.
to
It's
be talking about the
being
New
the
York
Knicks.
Liberty. The New York Liberty coming out first game of the season against the Aces and winning in a very dominating fashion, and Sabrina Ionescu and Stewie out there doing a damn thing. You feel me? We talk about Paige
Man,
Buchers and her and her debut and how the Dallas Wings looking.
look,
There are
I'm gonna
so
tell you
many
this.
real,
News care about drama. That's what they care about.
especially with women.
The world don't give a damn about no good feel stories until the end. But they
Yeah,
love drama. They love it. They gonna eat it. They gonna feed off of it. They gonna drive it. They always create narrative that's creating some kind of drama, some kind of controversy, some kind of nonsense. It's just the way it is at the end of the day. They don't give a damn about nobody dropping 30 points. They already don't. A lot of people don't give the women the respect that they do for the work they put in. They want the drama. They want the rivalries. They want the banter. They want that to get more
yeah,
eyes to watch it for the wrong reasons instead of watching these women for the work they putting in and the skill set they have. And it's sad to see. But it is what it is, man. On to some wrestling news.
yeah,
WrestleMania change on the fly.
yeah.
The
I wonder
Rock
where they
comes
go.
out in February to say, hey, we gonna be in New Orleans.
Yeah,
And then
it's not.
it's not.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I wonder where they're gonna send it to. They can come back to LA. Please come back to
There's
LA.
rumors having that they're going back to Vegas again.
Oh, a double up.
Yeah. There's a rumor that they potentially can be going back to Vegas.
Mhm.
Somebody said that they may be going to London type thing. Uh,
Whoa.
yeah, there's some rumors.
WrestleMania, international WrestleMania will be big in Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, in the big
Whoo,
place. Yeah,
whoo.
that'd be real
Yeah,
crazy.
that'd be crazy
Yeah.
to
So
be
it's
at
not
Wembley
but they're going to do Money in the Bank in New
in New
Orleans next year.
Orleans. Yeah,
Yeah, but they don't have the
at the Smoothie
WrestleMania thing.
King Center.
I'm just trying to figure out why did they change it? Did it?
I had read something. It didn't really give no real full details as to why.
Yeah.
But hey, man, I'm interested. It's gonna be interesting. WrestleMania location is always a fun thing, and since they're doing basically football stadiums now
Yeah.
for like WrestleMania and the Royal Rumble and SummerSlam, it's gonna be interesting because
That'd be dope.
they're using a lot of different places as is. Like this year's SummerSlam is in Indiana, and then Survivor Series, aka War Games, is in San Diego. I don't know where they got the Royal Rumble at next year, but I know that's going to be in probably somebody baseball stadium because that's what they've been doing with the Royal Rumble is using baseball stadiums
Yeah.
for the Royal Rumble for the Royal Rumble lately.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting, man.
It's
And
gonna be super
I hope they
interesting.
find a cool location. Like I said, they can come back to LA. You feel me? Because I could be there again because it was
Yeah, I
dope
just
when I went.
gotta get the tickets late because they would
Yeah,
charge they be taxing. I don't
yeah, man.
yo
And see,
WWE wilding.
but it being in LA, we can kind of wait that out. Like,
Yeah,
all
we can wait it
right,
out. Yeah, yeah,
we can wait that out.
it's
That's
down the
you know.
street. We can just go right over there, man. Cause them tickets
We
right
can
in
make that
Vegas
happen.
was OD, man. They
Yeah.
was ODing for them tickets, and then they went low prices. But yeah, but other than that, man, a lot of storylines. I feel like right now everything is just constant. It's nothing too crazy going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really like,
Sami
oh my
Zayn,
god,
bait.
huh?
Sami Zayn, bait.
Oh yeah,
Some
he's gonna
he
turn.
gonna turn.
He's
Yeah.
gonna turn.
It's
It's
unless,
gonna
like I
be
said,
when Jay um, I think he may cost Jay the championship. I think he may cost Jay the championship at one of these pay per views, or he may turn
I,
on CM Punk.
I think they gonna do like a NWO type thing. Even though Sammy is not as big as Hogan, but you keep building the picture of CM Punk, Sammy, and Jay, right? And then you basically got the quote unquote NWO in Seth and Braun. Then it's gonna be like the whole 6-man tag match with them having a mystery partner, and we don't know who the mystery partner is. And then in the middle of the match, Sami Zayn turns on them. You
Do
feel
Roman
me?
come back and be the third leg? Because I don't know.
Nah,
Roman been in and out.
yeah, but I also feel like again, shock value, a shock value move is CM Punk making a turn.
You think he would? That'll be
I don't
crazy.
listen again.
You can't have
Me,
CM Punk and John Cena heel.
yeah, but CM Punk with Seth Rollins to destroy Roman Reigns and to, like I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's gonna
I would
happen,
say,
but
you know what? It would have happened if Roman Reigns was in the mix right now. I think that
okay,
would, but it don't feel right for him because CM Punk is the bigger guy than Sammy, right? And so it don't
yeah,
it don't it don't feel right for him to turn on them and join them. But if Roman Reigns was in the mix and Roman Reigns they wanted to shove it to Roman again, then they will, and then CM Punk can turn on Rollins when he least
down
expected
the line,
down the
yeah.
line. You get what I'm
But
saying?
I'm saying it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot of different ways this can go.
Yeah.
I'm very like I said, I'm very interested to see how this is about to turn out. I'm interested to see this whole Jey Uso thing,
I
and
wonder how long they're gonna let him keep the belt.
I mean he should win Saturday, right?
Yeah, I
Is
think
that
he
this
beat Logan
Saturday?
Paul. I think
He should
Logan
beat Logan
Paul
Paul.
is earning his stripes for when he get his title shot and then win it. He's gonna
But
win a
here's the
title
thing.
shot.
So let me ask you this: Do you let? So no, not let. So Jey Uso beats, right? Say he beats Logan Paul.
Uh huh.
Then we get to that Monday night in Charlotte where Jay got to face Gunther for the belt. Is that when you let Goldberg come back and cause Gunther and Jay keeps the title?
Yeah.
Or your theory of Sammy screws Jay, Gunther wins, and then you set up a Gunther Goldberg for SummerSlam?
Sammy probably won't screw Jay yet. I think Sammy, they're gonna play this out. It gotta play out.
The long game. The
It
long
gotta
game.
play out. You can't just turn right now. They gotta build. CM Punk has to be able to trust Sammy. He don't fully trust him yet. You gotta build it. You gotta build it, right? And once you build it, eventually, I think that they can set up the play where Goldberg comes out because they're not gonna give Gunther the belt back again. That'd be crazy if they give it right back to him. That'd suck, to be
Like, what
honest
was
with
the
you.
point of him losing
Yeah,
it for
and
you to
then
get it
have
right
him
back
lose
to?
it to yeah, that'd be dumb. I wouldn't do that. I don't think they're gonna do that. But Money in the Bank is in the next in 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
June 7th.
and so keeping it a stack, Jay can be in. I gotta see who he fights in Money in the Bank. Gotta see who he fights in Money in the Bank, and whoever he fights at Money in the Bank is gonna let me know if some funny stuff is about to happen. It's gonna let me know whoever he's fighting.
You know who I think needs to win the Money in the Bank is Roman, because it creates a different kind of aura now for him. Because now Roman having the Money in the Bank to cash in at any time is different. You feel me? I think Roman have it because even with Roman having it, the suspicion is a lot better because who knows how long John Cena got it, right?
Yeah.
So he can cash it in on Cena. If Jay got it, he can cash it in on Jay. And like you keep, like as you always say, you keep Roman still at the plight, but now he chasing that belt differently with control. No wise man, but he still got control. And I think Roman, because like now when I'm looking at a lot of superstars that's there, it's like who could win Money in the Bank
I'm gonna tell you, gonna
and
win it.
Logan Paul?
Yep,
That makes sense.
he deserves it.
That makes sense.
I think Logan Paul is the favorite to win Money in Bank if he's in the Money in Bank. I think he
Yeah.
lose, then he gets another shot, and then
In the
he
Money in
keeps
the
it.
Bank and
Then he
then
keeps
wins it.
going.
I mean, but I'm saying Logan Paul winning it because when somebody wins Money in the Bank, it's got to be somebody like how Edge was,
Yeah,
like how CM Punk was. But CM Punk was a babyface, but like they have to have enough star power that
yeah.
that briefcase means something that at any
It's
point
gonna put Logan Paul over the top. Where now it's to let them know that that's their sign of saying you paid your dues, you deserve to be champion. Just not right now. We'll put
but it's
up a
gonna happen.
time to
Yeah,
set it up for you to
it's gonna
do
happen.
it, and
And
then
that'd be crazy that
and that
Logan
can be
Paul goes
when
from
Sammy screws Jay.
well, he wasn't screwing. I think it. Oh, well, he can screw him and like beat him up, and then Logan Paul cashes it
Yeah,
in.
like they'll probably
Just
have a one-on-one championship, and he end up losing. He snaps. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Logan Paul comes and capitalize. You get
yeah.
what I mean?
I can see
And
that. I
so
can
that,
definitely see that.
or he can go and beat John Cena. He can do something where he cashes in
And
on
that'd
John
be.
Cena.
And I mean, and why wouldn't John Cena want to put like a guy like Logan
He
Paul over?
already loves him. He already
He
said he
does.
deserves it.
He
And
does.
John Cena wouldn't be
John Cena's a
mad at
big.
letting
Nah.
Logan get that dub. Take
And then it helps. And then you know us, we like to connect dots. Logan winning it helps Cody.
Yep.
Because now, but I also feel like the Cody John Cena get back has to be done, and they got to figure out the John Cena Rock Cody.
Yeah,
Uh,
they gotta
because
clean that up.
Cody, I feel like Cody not necessarily sells his soul, but Cody has to turn vindictive to get that title back. Because the way he lost it by being the choir boy or the
Yeah.
dude was right, it's gonna have to be something to
He's gonna
where
turn into the nightmare version of himself.
yeah, and
He's
that's
gotta
to
be.
me. I told you, heel Cody is gonna be heel Cody
It's gonna be
is,
good.
is a better version. Heel Cody is better than babyface Cody to me.
Yeah. But he needed to be babyface
Oh
because
yeah, when he first
he
came
had to
back,
be superhero to take down Roman, and now Roman is you can just see like the show goes, but when Roman on the TV show, it's levels. It's levels. And
he
I'm
got
just
aura.
he got
It's
a
a he's,
aura. It's an aura to him where you see why he was box office. You see why because when he's not on the shows are good. Don't get me wrong, they're really good
yeah,
shows. But Roman, his aura, his
it's,
presence, what
it's
he
different.
does, how he
It's
wrestles,
different.
his
It's different.
mannerisms,
It's different.
bruh, you may be looking at one of the greatest superstars I've not just by wrestling. I'm just saying his aura. His aura is different, dog. And I think he could have, if this Roman was in the times with Rock, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels.
But I don't know if he gets the time to become that because you got to think about it, how Roman had to really
Yeah, it took time.
he
But
went
I'm
through
saying,
some stuff.
you know how we do the whole. If you put Roman in that
Yeah,
era, it'd be
yeah.
crazy. It'd be crazy. You
No,
could,
it would
it'd
be.
be, it'd be,
It would be. He'll be a nice superstar
yeah,
within that era. But I just don't know, like, if he had to grow up in that era. Him having to grow. This era was the perfect era to grow up in
yeah,
because wrestling fell off,
right.
and so they needed somebody to propel themselves
And
to.
he has propelled himself
Yeah, he's
as,
different.
bruh,
The guy. He's the guy.
bruh. Is
He's
that
the
one dude that
guy.
come to the party and party be cool? Everybody, as soon as he come in, everybody like, hey,
Roman here.
it's different, dog. And it's just different. And it doesn't matter if he's off the show. It just don't hit the same when he on. Like the shows are good, but it's just Roman is different, and I can't wait because he still got to get his kid back. He's
Yeah.
coming and going. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's filming. I don't know what's going on, but he's coming and going, and maybe because his story It needs to. They're trying to do the CM Punk thing before they bring him back. But I wouldn't be mad at him. I think Roman in Money in the Bank would be dope, but he won't win it because they don't want him to chase the belt like that. They want
Yeah.
him to have they want him to be the Cody Rhodes that had to go through a whole bunch of stuff to get
To
it
get
back.
back to
Because
the title.
once he get
Yeah.
it back, people are gonna
He
be
gonna
like,
have it for a while.
you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's why they not letting him have it right now. Cause he's not a champ that's be like, look, we'll beat you and nah. He gonna beat some top. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it makes sense because it's going in his next phase of I did it without nobody
Yeah.
type thing. So, but anyway, man, a lot of stuff going on. We gonna see as we get close. We got football coming around the corner.
Woo.
Football is coming around the corner.
Yeah, man.
I
Not
can't
and
wait.
then not only in football, but them real Vista Titans, baby.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to
Yeah, baby.
coaching, man. We start practice next week, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
was looking forward to see the guys. They said some of them can't catch. I gotta see, man, because
Yeah.
Bake always can catch. I can't do no catching. So
What I'm saying, man,
we
it's
gonna get
gonna
them
be
right.
dope, man. We and Bay gonna figure out a way to get the kids involved and probably some talk, man. Get some
Yeah,
interviews,
yeah,
have some stuff like that going on, man, to
yeah,
allow the kids to get they shine and be a part of what we doing in the social media world,
yeah,
and really just take this thing up a level and do something different.
yeah,
You feel me? And I found out sent my boy the schedule the championship game this year on my birthday. I
yeah.
said, "Oh, we gotta be
We
there.
gotta get there.
We
Gotta
gotta
get.
get there, baby."
We gotta
And
get
then
there.
don't let us get both teams there because it's like we gotta win a chip, bring down the high,
Yeah,
then go try to win another. You
yeah.
feel me?
I'm
So
excited. I'm trying to
yeah,
win it.
don't
I ain't gonna hold
yeah,
you.
come on.
I'm trying
The
to
kids
win it
know.
the first year
Come
out,
on,
dog.
Bake. Come on, Bake.
I'm telling you
I've
right
been
now,
there.
I'm trying to be the Nick
Come on.
Saban, Deion Sanders of middle school football, Cuddy.
Come on,
Where they
man.
like,
It's
yo,
gonna be there.
what the freak? Where'd y'all
Yeah,
come from? Just
yeah.
just know we coming, dog.
Hey,
Ain't
we
too
got
hard
it.
to find, man. So I
Come
can't
on,
wait. I'm
baby.
about to.
Come on, man.
I
Come on,
love this
man.
coaching stuff, man. I
Come on,
do.
man.
I do. But anyway, man, we
Come
love
on, man.
y'all. We appreciate y'all. Summertime is just around the corner.
Yeah, man.
This is a good opportunity to get you some rest, get you some break, go spend time with your family, go travel, do all that good stuff, man. Because I know I need it, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man. That two schools, all that. I'm tired. I'm telling you right now. You have been tired, just like dog. I don't want to.
Yeah,
I just want to go to the gym. I want to coach, and I want to bring my ass home and get on 2K and chill. That's all I want to do. Leave me alone.
yeah,
Just leave me
yeah,
alone. Do not disturb.
yeah,
But we hope
yeah.
y'all have an amazing week. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Enjoy some good barbecue for people that's gonna be
And whoever
barbecuing.
whoever barbecuing, let your boy know, man. I'll
Yeah,
pull
man.
up this
Get a
weekend.
plate. Yeah, get a plate.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
come get a plate Saturday, and I
I
come
get
get a
some
plate
baked chicken.
Saturday, Sunday,
And
and Monday.
Monday. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Stop playing with me. Yeah. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And always remember to talk that talk. Till next time.
peace.
Peace.
Maker Young.